Nicki Minaj had been broken up for quite some time now, but Nicki Minaj did an interview the other day where, in my opinion, she threw Meek Mill under the bus, pretty much agreeing with Judge Brinkley, saying that she treated Meek Mill the right way. Now, DJ Envy actually sat down, and Angela Yee sat down with Meek Mill's attorney, Joe Tacopino, today to ask him about what Nicki Minaj say. So we're going to play that clip, and then I'm going to play what Nicki said, and I'm going to come back on the back end with some more commentary. Check it out.
Um, and she sent him back for 2 to 4 years after having been on probation for 10 years.
Now, Nicki Minaj recently did an interview, and she made a statement that she met with the judge, and the judge did what was right, and this, that, and the other. So, have y'all spoke to her? Because shouldn't she be able to get on the stand and say, this is what the judge said?
Listen, there are 5 witnesses who were there when Meek and Nicki came out of chambers, and they immediately huddled up and, you know, they told the story. Both of them told the story to these 5 witnesses about what happened. You know, Nicki right now is in a different spot with Meek, as you all know. I mean, I don't think it's been a well-kept secret, right? So, so you know, her motivations and her agendas right now are really not of my concern. If need to be proven, we can prove.
Find Meek in a situation where people are very much rallying around him because of what they can see as, and I'm using this term very gently, serious inconsistencies. And I wonder, you know, for someone that you spent, you know, a considerable part of your life with, that you obviously, you just don't stop caring about people, I don't think. That's up to you. What your feeling is about that, and
you know what, I don't want to talk about legal things, but I will say that, you know, every now and then I think about, anyway, I won't go there. I'll save some of those things for my album, and I'm also shooting a documentary. But what I will say now is that I will say that the judge in question was did everything I asked of her, and you know, so I can't badmouth her because I met her personally, and I know what she said to us, and he knows that, and I know that, and you know, but of course I wouldn't wish jail on anybody.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'll get into detail on that on in the documentary and possibly on the album. But what I will say is what made me shed tears the other day was seeing his mother cry. Seeing his mother crying made me, like, that was the first time I was like, oh my God, like, I can't take it. Like, because she, during the relationship, was always so sweet to me. And
all right, so you hear Nicki Minaj leaving her ones and twos, and she believes that the judge was fair with Meek Mill, and she says, and I quote, she did everything that I asked her to do. My question would be, what world is Nicki Minaj living in? Does she not see what's going on in the media? This is crazy, and I could chalk this up to being equivalent to somebody throwing someone underneath the bus. I mean, if you're going to say something bad, just don't say nothing at all. You know what I mean? I could understand y'all was in a relationship and it went bad, but to throw that brother under the bus like that, to sit up here and say, after the prosecution, the mayor, the governor, everybody saying that Meek Mill should be free, and she says she cannot badmouth the judge. Well, I'm going to reserve the name that I would like to call the judge, because everybody and their mama can see that this is, not fair what's going on with the Meek Mill situation. You talking about a case that's, 10 plus years old. Like, come on. Unfortunately, this is an ongoing situation for Meek Mill. A few years ago in the Breakfast Club, Meek Mill actually even alluded to some of the difficulties he was having even then with Judge Brinkley. I'm going to play a little bit of clip, and I'm going to close out when I come right back. Take a listen.
Worried about it. Like, I be trying to tell my judge, like, it's life or death. She a lady, you know what I'm saying? And they don't really understand when money is involved, especially when you showing it the way I'm showing it.
Right.
And I ain't really know it was going to bring that. Now it's too late. And you know what I mean? You can't hide it no more. And, it's like life or death. You be in the streets, you're going to get killed or go to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy. And nobody that really stayed in Philly really prospered. Kevin Hart, L.A. Will Smith, L.A. Eve, London somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that really made it, Marsha, music, all they kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like you just turning your back on your city. It's just, it's places you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
And the cops really don't like you in Philly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't really say that. It was just a one cop.
This one
This
cop?
guy, he had 86 complaints. You know what I'm saying? He had somebody weed on him for 7 days straight in the courtroom. They like, I'm in my head. I'm like, what did you do with that weed?
Right.
You went home, changed your clothes, put their weed back in your pocket, and it was just a target. Once he found out who I was, I smelled weed. I've been on probation for 5 years. I be around 9 times 10. Everybody I know smoke weed. When they come to my car, there ain't no weed getting smoked in my car. We got too many cars for that. You could do that in the next car. You know what I'm saying? He said he smelled weed. I think he gave me a warning, and when I was walking out back to the car, he said, "Hey, I smell weed." 20 cop cars pulling up. Now he like, "Can I search your car?" Mind you, I got a show, and that's why I got my travel suspended. It was Sandy. We just had Sandy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That kind of affected my album on the East Coast. Came to do 106 in Park. 106 in Park, it was about 20 people in there. It was that bad.
Right.
And I really was supposed to be going from New York to Atlanta, but New York airports was shut down, so I had to catch a jet. So I had to go back to Philly. And when I went back to Philly, I got pulled over. So my travel permit ain't say I was in Philly. So now she looking like the judge thinking I lied and said I'm somewhere else and I'm really in the hood. But I had proof to show it. And we in federal court. The jury is like,
look at this black guy with all his jewelry on.
yeah, all they see is all they hearing is the rap side.
Right.
These like farmers and stuff. They don't federal court. It ain't the jury from your city. It's the whole tri-state area. You know what I'm saying? So they black young kid versus cop. We all know how that go.
So are you suing the cops or the city?
The city
Or
for having this man do that to me. I lost like $400,000 behind that. Easy.
did you ever get your travel back?
No, I ain't getting nothing back.
Damn, so you're not allowed to go do shows and all that over there?
Oh yeah, I got my travel
Okay,
back. I thought you
okay.
said my travel
With the
money.
money back, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm always allowed to do shows. It's just like frustrating. Like you know what I mean. You gotta set your travel out for a month. They just told me I was coming here yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Last night. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta send an email.
Get it approved.
Yeah. You can't even get it approved. You gotta just send an email, notify them, and keep it moving, and hope they don't really try to take you. I got a job. I just be like, for somebody at this rate, a kid like me, I'm putting a lot of work in my city, donating to the kids, all them organizations, anything I could do help. It's bigger. It's even bigger than donating. It's like them kids. It's millions of kids that know you could come from nothing and be something. They see me on YouTube from 14 with the nappy braids, 5X t-shirts. They actually seen it. So it's like I be trying to tell my PO like, if you like targeting me to lock me up, you damaging millions of kids behind this. If I do something dumb and go to jail, hey, let me go to jail. I ain't gonna be mad at that. But if I'm out here doing what I gotta do, I wish I would have knew we was gonna talk about this. I'd have brung my probation papers at the bottom of them and say, I request you revoke his probation and send him to jail. So, I sat down and had a conversation with him like, do you know I got a 2-year-old son? I take care of like a whole family tree. I got 100 people working for me. When I go to jail, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be devastating to some people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You putting that on the bottom of the paper, and you black like me, you from the same hood as me. Well, man, it don't make no sense.
Right.
Do they pressure you even more now since you sued the city? Like, do they harass you a lot?
When I went in there today, she just was ramming. When I went in, I think it was a few days ago. When I went in there, she just was ramming. I'm like, yo, probation is supposed to help you. I came home. I'm on a nice road to success.
Right.
What am I doing wrong? Except for people don't like the way I might be arrogant sometimes on a little social media and stuff like that, but in real life, I'm like one of the thoroughest people in the rap game. People can really like talk to me. I might be on your block chilling with you, or I might not be in the section in the club. When we come through the club, if I see them, if I know them and there ain't nobody else in the club, I know I'm gonna go chill with them. Like same way we would do in this room.
How much longer you got on probation? You say you've been
I
on
don't
for 5
even,
years
I don't
already.
even know.
I don't even know.
God dang.
I don't even be trying to count it. If I got 5 years in on probation. Been out of jail for 5 years. Been seeing my PO every 30 days for 5 years. And I be looking at this dude's coming home from parole on bodies. You come home from parole, you can move to another city. You can move to another state. I can't move. I gotta be here. So it's like,
That's crazy.
you know what I mean? You just gotta be an animal when you're in the streets. You gotta be like, you can't be soft out there.
Did your lawsuit got dismissed? Because I read that they.
Yeah, I lost it. I lost it flat out. They took the cop side and they left a note saying we both was wrong. I'm like, how was I wrong for anything?
That's crazy.
I didn't get found with no weed on me. I got held for 9 hours, lost 400-something thousand. What did I do wrong? If you could prove to me that you found some weed somewhere or something like that, then,
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Take me to jail.
It makes it feel like